Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So tonight I'm going to do a tutorial on how to get these autumn inspired tones or fall inspired tones in your photographs, and it's just a really warm dark colouring that will suit probably a lot of images, in particular photos with softer lighting. It will definitely sort of come up well on. So yeah, to get into the tutorial, the first thing we're going to do is get a solid colour up. And this solid colour is going to be 152748. And we'll press OK, and we're going to set this to difference at 25%. So difference isn't really a blending mode that I use a lot, but it can make some interesting effects, and I'll just show you guys what that's done. So it's really given the image a lot more warmth and given it kind of an interesting toning as well. So we're starting off with that colour, but we're going to go on to Selective Color now. So we'll bring that up, and then we'll change the reds first. So the magenta in the reds we're going to change to -4, and that's just to bring the magentas down in the image and make the skin tone not as pink toned. And then we're going to go into the yellows, and we're just going to adjust the yellows within the yellow channel. And we're going to bring that down to -88, so right down. So we're really draining that yellow tone out of the image because it was looking very, very yellow overall. And now we're going to go into the blacks. And for the cyan, I'm going to up that to +2, just to kind of enhance the leaves a little bit and the greens and blues in the photograph. And then we're going to bump up the magenta to +1, just bring back a few of those pinkish tones in there. And then we're going to do the same with yellow and bump that up to +1 as well. So I'll show you guys what that has done. If we remove that layer, we've really removed a lot of the yellow out of the image. So we've kind of got that base blue colouring that the last layer managed to help us achieve. And by putting the selective colour on, we've just drained a lot of the really saturated yellows out of the image. Okay, so the next adjustment will be another solid colour, and this one will be 6E4612. And we'll press OK. So it's kind of like a warm orange brown colour. We're going to set that one to soft light at 25%. So this will give it a little bit more contrast, give the image a little bit more contrast. And if we just click that on and off, it's given the image back its warmth without giving it too many yellow tones within the image or making it look too off. So it's given like a warm effect overall. Now we're going to bring up levels because it's just looking a little bit too dark at the moment. So we're just going to bring up the highlights to 244. And we're going to leave the other adjustments as is. So just by adding that levels, we've given the image a little bit more brightness. And the last adjustment we're going to add is a curves, and we're going to map out a few points. The first point will be 13 and 0. The next point will be 36 and 34. Then the next point will be 225 and 217. And the last adjustment will just be left at 255, which is there already. So I'm just going to take a snapshot and show you guys what those adjustments have done to the image. So we'll do a before and after now. So this is the before, and that's the after. So we've really added a lot of different tones into the image as opposed to the original. We've added a lot of new warm tones into the image, so it's really easy to do with these adjustment layers. And that's why I always like using them, because they are so versatile. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if there's anything else you'd like me to do as a request, please let me know, because I'm always up for doing Photoshop requests in particular. And I know a lot of you have been asking about my process on how I choose the colours that I do, and maybe to do a tutorial on that. I can do a video on just me making some random tones, I guess, but and in the actual process of it, but there's not really a lot to it, as I've said before. I just kind of pick the colours as I think they might look good, or I guess I've just spent a lot of time on Photoshop before, and I know usually which colors I'd like to use in a photograph. So, and sometimes it's just a lot of experimentation and seeing what works at the time of creating the tones. So anyway guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will hopefully have some more videos up soon. I will see you next time. Bye!